You will be safe here, your grace, I assure you.
There is a puddle.
Your grace?
Just here, a puddle.
I'm sorry, your grace.
I'm not expected to walk through it, am I?
Your grace,
Certainly not.
I'm sorry, your grace.
Have you nothing to lay over it so I may pass unwet? A cloak of some kind.
I'm sorry, your grace, I do not, but I assure you if I did, I would gladly lay it afore your feet to save you from the water, but I assure you I do not have such a cloak. Might I extend my hand, perhaps for you to take to help you balance?
Certainly you're not. You're not to touch me.
Of course, your grace, certainly not. My shirt then, grace, gladly I will clothe myself.
Will not be necessary. I suppose I shall have to get wet, then.
It is safe here, your grace, I assure you. And no one, to my knowledge, knows of this place. It was my brother that found it many years ago. He spent a great deal up in this mountain. In the years I have come since, every stone appears as I leave it. No one will find you here, grace.
Thank you, good man. I am indebted to you for your efforts this night.
Well, of course, your grace, but it is only my duty.
Such an incredible view.
Oh, yes, if only the circumstances were but different, your grace.
Even still, what a sight.
Yeah, I come to this cave often, but I imagine the view from your tower, this must pale in comparison.
No, this is wondrous to see the city like this, all of it from here. What a marvel. From the tower, you see, you can't see much of the city below. You have to stick your head out of the window just to get a sight. Father never liked it, he always forbade it. Can't you enjoy the sky like the rest of us? Grumble, grumble. He'll reward you for your efforts. I am certain of that.
Certain? Really, your grace?
Yes, were it not for you, I dread to think.
Oh yes, of course, your grace, but it is nothing at all. All things come to those who serve.
None of that rubbish. What is it you wish for?
Wish?
Yes, you saved your princess from certain death from those monsters. What is it you desire in return?
Oh, I have never before thought on such things, your grace.
Oh, come now, you must have.
No, I saw my princess in need and I aided her. I thought not of reward.
Really? I find that impossible to believe.
And it seems that a time such as now might be an ill time to think on things like rewards, your grace.
Well, rise, sir, and think on them.
Your grace, I cannot rise.
I command it.
Your grace, I am not of noble blood. It is forbidden for me to rise in your presence. I may have forgotten myself when I offered you my hand, but I have not forgotten that much.
That is the first gift my father will bestow. Your actions tonight have demonstrated enough. Your blood may not be noble, but your heart certainly is. Rise, sir.
Well, you are most generous, your grace. Forgive me for my awkwardness and fumblings, but I know little of how to act in the presence of kings and ladies as such. Forgive me, I of course do know, but this is the first time I have had to put those teachings into practice, so to speak.
How very sweet.
If you say so, your grace.
You have never been in the presence of the founding family?
Oh, yes, no, I have not.
You're very agreeable, aren't you?
Oh, yes, your grace, certainly.
Certainly.
Okay, certainly.
Look, this is going to be a very boring evening if we keep at it like this.
Your grace?
Certainly, your grace, of course, your grace. I mean, throw off the pretense. You don't have to agree with everything I say, you know. I know you do not. You cannot. I have knighted you, sir, please.
Your grace.
There you go again. It's just the two of us here. Breathe a little for Founder's sake.
Your grace, it may be that I am your knight, and that is one thing, and I am grateful for it, I must assure you, but from what I know of lords and ladies and the like, your word is still the word. To be obeyed, respected. I, of course, do respect it.
What about my fool, then? My fools say all kinds of things and escape with their tongues time and time again. Mostly. Won't you be my fool?
If you desire it.
No. Do you want to be? You are free to be and say as you please.
Right, it seems as though I can hardly refuse.
Oh, wonderful! How fun! I knight you my fool. So what's the plan now, my fool?
Your Grace?
We sit here and wait, do we?
Oh, yeah, I believe so. I think that is safest.
And after that?
I must confess, I was at first concerned with my welfare, and then, upon finding you in the keep, the welfare of yourself, Your Grace. Of here, we will be safe. I will do my best to assure that. The welfare of the city, I cannot speak for.
You come to this cave often?
Yes, Your Grace. My brother brought me here once, but never beyond the mountain, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Coming here, I feel somewhat closer to him.
Your brother is no longer with us?
No, Your Grace.
Did he die fighting?
Your Grace.
In the war, your brother?
Oh, no, Your Grace. Dead, yes, but not in the war.
I find reviews such as these things begin to clear up. They make sense, if that makes sense. With enough distance, seeing it all stretched out like this, like a tapestry, every thread as it is, as it could only be, as it has only ever been. Like a work of art.
Looks like ants to me, Your Grace.
Pardon?
Well, to me, it's not art that comes to mind. It's ants.
Something so beautiful and you see ants.
Yes. It's more ant work than artwork.
Oh, I see, you're trying to be a fool.
No, Your Grace.
Well, it comes naturally to you then.
Maybe you do not see the similarities, Your Grace.
I must not be as familiar with ants as you, sir.
Don't you see it? The city, like a heap of earth. You got the north gate and all the doors and the little holes and tunnels. People running in and out like ants, scurrying about their days, tunneling through the mud, through the dirt or whatever it is that they do.
I see the soldiers and those vile creatures tearing the city apart.
Sometimes it makes me think, I wonder if ants know why it is that they're scurrying. I'm wondering if wondering is something that they do themselves, or are they just too busy scurrying?
I think we are a great deal better than ants, sir, if that's what you're getting at.
If you say so, Your Grace.
I must admit, as fools go, I've had wittier, but we must make do. I suppose we can only make do.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Yes.
Well, there it was again.
Were we followed?
It's possible. Permit me to advise you, Grace. Stay here and don't make a sound. Put up your hood, Grace. I won't be long.
Thieving little bastard.
Nothing! No one, Your Grace. Just a fox, I think. Thing was making a racket. Oh, there it is. That must have been it. Strange. Foxes are normally silent. Silent as anything. Well, except for when they...
When they what?
Nothing, Your Grace.
What? When they fuck?
Yes, I suppose so.
You You think me too sheltered as to never hear the sound of foxes in heat?
No, I just didn't know that the sound would travel as far as your keep, Grace. The city burns, Your Grace.
They will pay. Those vile creatures that dare attack our beautiful home. They will suffer for this when my father returns.
Oh yeah. I pray to the king and his men that they will come home safe and that they will liberate us in the name of the founder and everything that is built.
I suppose we'll see them any moment now, riding over the horizon.
Yes, and they will send those villains scattering.
I must ask, why are you not with my father's forces? Or defending the city at least? You look able enough. Are you a cripple? You don't look it.
I do not have the honour to serve with the king's army, Your Grace.
Why ever not?
It brings me great pain to think on, Grace.
Tell me. Do I have to command you to tell me? No matter. I do not wish to cause you any more distress. We've had enough of that tonight, and I'm sure we'll be here a while. We have plenty of time to get to know one another. In fact, close your eyes and turn.
Your Grace?
I wish to see your face properly, the face of my saviour. Close your eyes and turn. Curious. You may turn away. I recognize you from somewhere, but I can't quite place it. Tell me, when my father returns, how may he reward your bravery? You need only ask.
It is most generous, Grace.
We are a generous family.
Well, I've never, land, I suppose, Grace, of mine own, that would, yes, land.
You have no land, sir.
Your Grace, do I have the look of someone with land?
No, you do not. Where do your family live?
Oh, my father, mother and I, we keep a small home in the east.
Just your father and mother? You have not taken a wife?
No, Your Grace, it is just my parents and I for now.
Why ever not? You are handsome enough.
It is just my parents and I for now.
Where in the east?
Near the aqueduct, Your Grace.
Beneath the aqueduct.
Yes.
Ah, hardy part of town.
You know it.
A little. From afar, I would take frequent carriage rides about the city. I rather enjoy it.
But perhaps you have spied me once or twice from your carriage, Your Grace?
Perhaps. On the other side of the city, maybe you know it, there's this beautiful wall of wisteria.
Oh, in the west?
You know it?
Yes, I believe I do, Grace. The, purple flowers.
Purple flowers, yes. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Hard to miss, impossible to forget. Not much beauty like that in the streets.
Yes, very pretty.
My carriage would pass by it on the way out of the city. Do you know of the woman who used to live by it? The wall of wisteria?
I can't say I ever met her or knew of her, Grace.
Really? Shame. There used to be a woman who lived by it. So I'm told. She would take in all these children, little orphans and...
What, strays and urchins, whatever for?
I'm sorry?
Taking in those that the city would do without. To have let them die would have been the better thing, for them and for the city.
Yes, exactly. Well, she kept them for free labour, I suspect. What was that noise?
I can't make it out. The smoke, the dust is The walls. They've torn down the walls, Your Grace. Our city is defenseless.
It is.
But hope is not lost, is it, Your Grace? Your father and his men, they will soon be back, found the willing.
Yes, you're right. It won't be long now. Found a wizard. Look how they spill.
Perhaps we should not look too much upon it, Your Grace. While we wait, I brought some food, only what I could manage to gather in haste. It's probably not to your usual
I'm
taste.
sure it'll be fine, thank you.
Sorry, Your Grace.
Won't you eat as well?
Oh, I'm not hungry, Princess.
It's delicious.
Thank you, Your Grace. You honour my mother. If she could be here now, the princess eating her bread.
It's really very good.
Oh, Your Grace is kind, but I imagine it's not what you're used to. 3 bird roasts and the like.
6 bird roasts.
6!
The cook once tried to make it 12.
You are jesting.
I'm not, I swear it. But all he made was a mess of the kitchens.
I don't even know if I could name 12 birds, never mind roast them all at once. A pigeon and pheasant.
Blue tit.
Oh, even the sweet little blue tit.
Chicken?
Oh, chicken, obviously. Actually, I think I will eat now. Your Grace, may I be so bold as to ask you a question? Would you allow that?
Of course.
The first of the founders' laws, laid down by your ancestors when they settled, no one is to look upon your faces.
Yes.
What's that like? I mean, like, not being looked upon by anyone outside your family. I mean, I couldn't imagine.
It is a fair question, but I'm afraid I can't give you a meaningful answer. Because, of course, not being looked upon is all I have ever known. I can no more answer it than you can answer the question and say, what is it like to eat with your hands rather than your feet? Unless you have very dexterous toes.
Are you as beautiful as they say you are?
Even more so. Sir, I wish to know of you. You, of course, know me, but I still don't have your name.
Oh. There is little of note to know, Your Grace.
Come now, let's not be modest. Your name, your profession, something.
You flatter me with curiosity, Your Grace.
Can you blame me for wanting to know more of the man who saved me?
No, I suppose not.
Why do you resist?
If you, Your Grace, it brings me great shame, that is all I can say. I have not much, if anything, to my name.
That will all change.
Will it?
I'll see to it.
Yes.
All in good time, then. But I must ask, what brought you by my room.
Oh, I could not ignore my princess in trouble, could I?
But to enter the castle at all, why not come to this? Why not leave the city and come here?
Well, I fled to the castle for safety, Your Grace. The soldiers ordered all us folk to fall back.
I see.
There were many dead, wounded in all the chaos. I stumbled upon your chamber.
And I'm glad you did. But fear not. My father and his forces are returning. The city will be liberated. I have everything. Faith.
I suppose you worry for your mother, Grace. Oh, I imagine that your father's soldiers will have her safest of all.
The queen will be fine. I have no worries for her.
If you like, we could have found her and brought her here.
And have her join us in this filthy cave. She would never. As I said before, she is safer with the guards.
But, your Grace feels safest with just me up here.
No more questions, no more questions.
Certainly, Your Grace.
I wish to enjoy this lovely bread of yours.
Yeah, of course.
No, in fact, I'll ask one more. What's in your bag?
My bag?
Yes.
Just a few things that I can pull together in time. The bread, you see.
Yes, I see. Awfully big bag of bread.
Oh, yeah. No, obviously, not just the bread.
Well, let's see then.
What? No, Your Grace.
You tell me no.
No, of course not.
I'll just look.
No, yes, certainly, Your Grace. But.
And I will look. Sit. And be quiet. What's this?
I'm sorry, Your Grace.
Sorry.
I will make no bones about it, no excuses.
Whatever are you doing with this?
I will not lie to you, Grace.
No, to steal from me, I suppose.
It was callous. I don't think it.
You know the punishment for theft.
Yes, Your Grace.
I should have your hands for this.
Yes, Grace. Yes, you should.
Right. Yes, you greatly disappoint me.
Yes.
Avert your gaze. I thought you noble, but now I see I was mistaken. That is why you are not with my father's forces, isn't it? A man of able body too busy thieving.
No, Your Grace, that isn't true.
The evidence suggests it to be filthy thieving.
No, I was forbidden from joining. I would if I could, believe me.
Whatever did you do?
No, not me, Grace. My brother, he brought our family into great dishonour.
Your brother? A family rotten all the way, it seems. You are alike.
No, I'm not like him. I'm not like my brother.
No?
No, he brought great shame through monstrous acts, great shame.
Tell me.
Your Grace, it brings me great pain to think on.
Do I have to command you to tell me? Tell me.
Your Grace, my brother was a restless man. He would often come to this cave, but that was just the start of it, you see. From here he would go west, beyond the mountain, into the forest beyond.
He did what?
Yes, in secret. I did not know at first. He kept it from us. It's such a terrible thing, Your Grace, I know.
You knew the consequences of going beyond the mountain.
Yes, he did, but something compelled him. Your Grace, he would go for weeks at a time out into the forest to the west.
Alone?
Alone, yes, always alone. He asked me to go with him once, but I refused. Your Grace, I would never.
What happened?
One morning he returned and he was covered in dirt. His skin, his clothes fallen away from him, and he shook me awake. And this look in his eyes, he told me of a place. Your Grace, you have to know that I did what was right.
What did he tell you?
He wanted to show me, show everyone this place in the forest where people, other people, I didn't believe in at first, Your Grace, but his eyes, it was the truth. These are the people, they fed him, they feasted and drank and they danced. The look on his face will never leave me, Your Grace. And when I told him what he had done, the founder's rule that he had broken, that his leaving the city and wandering the woods would bring about terrible things, he got angry, he wouldn't listen.
So what did you do?
I had to say something. When he began to tell others outside of our home what he had found, he wanted everyone to see it. See, he wanted to take everyone to this glade in the wood. I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't let him bring about more shame, more evil. So I went to your father's soldiers, and I told them everything. They took him away.
You gave him up?
Yeah. Yes, I did. I had to.
When my father returns, I will spare your hands.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Grace. I'm forever indebted to you, forever. You're your servant, whatever it is.
Did your mother tell you where?
Grace?
Did he tell you where, this place in the forest?
Your Grace,
Tell me, and when my father returns, he will give you everything you desire. Land, riches, everything.
Your Grace, he told me where it is, he did, but Your Grace, we cannot.
Sky above.
Did you see?
I think so.
No, surely it can't have.
I can't see anymore. Can you?
Yes!
Dust!
Maybe.
Cover your eyes!
No.
Cover your eyes!
No, found save us. Everything he built, found to save us.
What fucking
No, it's all right, Princess. Found to save us. Everything he built. Oh, what have they done? Oh, your father is going to make them pay.
Will he?
Yeah, and he will rebuild us better than ever.
Right.
I give thanks to the founder that we made it out in time, but I never thought it would come to this.
It'll be all right.
Yes, of course it will. And your father will come on, won't he? Yes, we just have to stay here. Yes, here it is safe, and your father will come, and he will gather his forces, and he will seek out those beasts.
I see.
Oh, do you think he will let me serve with him, your grace? I can think of no higher honour than to give my life in service to our bloody vengeance. We are going to make them pay. We should go down. Yes, we should go down. Your father's soldiers will need all the help that we can get. We must act in haste. There could be survivors.
Stop!
Come with me, Princess. I can't leave you.
Enough! I command you, as your princess, fucking stop. Enough.
Yes, Your Grace.
Sit. And look with me.
Found what a sight.
What do you see?
Smoke. Dust, flames, rubble.
What else?
I can make out nothing else in this light.
Nothing else? Keep looking. What of the soldiers that stayed and fought?
I see nothing else. No movement. Except those beasts. There, Your Grace. Do you see?
Yes, I see them. Picking through the rubble. And what are they doing?
Your Grace?
Look, there. See it?
I can't, Princess. I don't want to.
It's crawling with them. Rummaging through the rubble, picking off what little still moves, and you want to go down there and save the day. What will you do? Are you stupid? What are the rest of your family? Your mother and father, maybe they got out too?
Maybe, but I don't think so.
No?
No, when the call was made to run back to the keep, they stayed behind. Neither can run, not at their age. My father took out his sword and pushed me to go. Found a will in me. They died well.
I'm sorry.
They've had enough torment for one life. It's not for them I mourn, Grace. Our city is gone. And everything we built all our lives. And for what?
Our city.
Forgive me, Grace. Your father, swift may his return be.
No.
And until then, I will look after you. You needn't fear.
Will you really?
Those beasts surely won't find us up here, but if they do, if they even come close, if they even dare come anywhere near, then yeah!
Oh, my brave knight.
I saved you once before, Your Grace, and I will save you 1,000 times more if it is necessary.
You're sweet.
Sweet? No, I'm not sweet, Grace. Far from it. There is nothing of the sweet about me. I will make a great addition to your father's forces. But until then, we will stay. Here we will stay. I have food for a day or two, and I can forage. Yes, I can forage and hunt. The forests around here are plentiful. If
You really think someone's coming to save us, don't you?
Your Grace.
No. Sorry to interrupt. Continue on, my brave knight.
Your Grace, do not despair. Do not lose hope. Your father will return. Your father, he will return. Your city will be born anew. You said yourself, he will.
They aren't coming back.
What do you mean?
They're gone. King and queen, both of them. It's done.
Princess, you're hysterical.
No, you're hysterical. Give me the knife. You hold it like a child holds a toy. Give it to me.
Princess.
Don't look at me. Stand still and hold out your hand.
And how would you know how to hold it? With respect, Princess?
I command it.
Would you mean that they aren't coming back? Princess, what do you mean that they aren't coming back?
I mean they're gone. Fuck knows where. They took everything they could, everything, and they took their soldiers and their servants and their gold and their riches and their gems, and they abandoned us. Give me the knife.
And they left their daughter, their only daughter. Why would they do such a thing?
Because they wanted to take me, but I refused. I wouldn't leave them. I wouldn't leave us. I wouldn't abandon us, the city. I'm not like them.
You're right. Aren't you? You're right. They aren't coming back. Why would they come back to this?
Yes, yes, I am right.
And you knew. Didn't you? You knew and you said nothing. Worse than nothing, you said that they would return.
I thought they still might.
And you said that they'd give me gold. And land and everything that I desired because I saved you. That's what you said, didn't you?
You have to listen to me.
No, I think you should sit down and stop talking.
I'm fine. Now give me the knife. Give me the knife. Give me!
Sit down and stop talking now. I just need to think for a second.
You're looking at me.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Do you know what happens to those who lay eyes on me?
Yes, I do. I've seen it. They lose them, don't they? Anyone who dares to look at you or your father or mother, they don't get to look again, do they? Except your mother or father wouldn't do it, would they? No. Some knight, or whoever, they'd have them do it, wouldn't they? Well, go ahead, Princess. Give the order. Give the order! No knights around here except for me. Except for me, I'm your knight honor, your knight in shining armor, your savior, maybe I'll do it. Oh, no, it's... Sit down. And be quiet. You are beautiful.
You forget yourself.
Do I?
I am your princess.
Of what? Princess of what? Your kingdom is rubble. And anyone that ever called you princess is buried underneath it or fled and never to return. Is that right? You know, ever since my brother did what he did, that when I gave up my traitor brother, I was promised a reward, and all I got was misery. Outcast, misery, dirty, untouched, and you! You said that I was to be rewarded, wasn't I, for saving you? That's what you said. All those beasts would have touched you if they got hold of you, but I stopped it. Me! Rewarded, yes? With land. All the land and gold and everything that I could wish for. You know, ever since my brother did what he did, this is the first time time that my gaze has been met. Just not to forget you're even there at all. You have very pretty eyes, Princess. I don't believe anyone's ever told you that before. You know, if your father would have returned and would have given me everything I would have asked for, you for my wife, because I think I would have asked for that. But now I don't have to ask. I can call you Princess. Or I could call you Queen. Yes, and you could call me King. Of all this. King and his Queen of everything that's left. Of the dust, yes, but it'll be ours. And it'll be mine. And we will start again. Wouldn't that be wonderful, Princess?
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
yes, you will give me a child. And another child, and another, and they will bow to me. To me, and you. You will bow to me too, and out of this dust, and filth, and shit, and rubble, we will start again. Yes, we will build again a new home, a new tower. And out of this dust, and filth and rubble, we will guide the rest into the light. And our children and their children will never be looked upon by anyone else. No, they will be forever praised and held up. And we will guide the rest. A beacon.
What of the forest to the west?
What?
Where your brother went and wanted to return? Those people.
No, I'll never see it. No, knowledge of that place will die with me, and anyone that ever ventures past the city will suffer. We're always striving to be better than we are, but it's always a struggle. Why? To pretend we are better than the beast that we know we are, but not desert us. No, not me. Not like your father or like your mother. I'll be better. I promise. Never mind 12 burnt roasts, my wife will have 13. Oh, I see it. Oh, it makes sense. Yes. I will die as all men must one day. But unlike most, I am going to live on. In the city that we will build. And it is going to grow. And grow. And people will see its tower in sight and they will gasp and it'll be me. Me that they praise, their founder. Oh, I understand. It makes sense. I had the greatest test to sacrifice my own blood, my own brother, and now I have you. And I have everything. All things come to those who serve.
Don't make me do this.
No. Can't be any other way. We are all that's left.
I can think of other ways. What are you? I'm warning you.
You are pure. I take it untouched. Will it hurt? I wonder.
Stay away from me.
I am your king. Your husband.
You're nothing.
Well, will you marry a rock? We are all that's left. I will be gentle.
I will not be. The mind is made.
It is.
And you cannot change.
Why should I? then. Ah! Princess! Princess! Where's she gone? Of course she has. She's left me to rot. Brother? My brother? If you can hear me in some place, I hope you can. Feel you a little, I think. Give me the strength that you had to endure it. I've shamed our family again, as you once did, it seems. We're doomed to it. It's in our blood, I think. I see now why we weren't to look upon them, why they forbid it. It's for our benefit, not for theirs. We can't comprehend the sight. Just one look and it drove me wild. Help me! You had it worse. I think they took your hands, your feet, your ears, your tongue, but they left you to see at least. Is that some comfort for you? No, perhaps not. Perhaps the opposite. Sounds you make, you wouldn't stop. You couldn't, not that you could help it. Whenever I could get to sleep, your cries would make their way into my dreams. Even in sleep, there wasn't any escape for us. We couldn't get away. Mother did what she could for you. She did. She tried. Even when the rest of us gave up, she still tried. You didn't want to go on, but still, she tried. And then Father took you to the river one evening, and it was done. For the best. Why'd you do this to us? I still don't understand why.
Because he had to.
Who's that? Who is it? Who's there?
Do you know what really breaks my heart? What kills me? Is that he could have stayed there in that glade. He didn't have to come back, but he chose to leave what he found in the forest for us. He wanted all of us to share in what he had found, and they butchered him for it. You had him butchered for it.
You didn't know him!
Oh, if I had only known him. Or met him. It might have been different. I had heard rumours, stories around a glade in the forest, and like most people, I assumed it was nonsense. If it wasn't for you, his own brother, giving him up.
You Your voice.
You're disgusting. Pathetic, you're so weak.
Where's the princess? Where is she?
Oh, I expect she left with her mother and father. She certainly wasn't in the room when I got to it. Must have been in a real hurry to leave this behind.
Leave what?
This crown, those clothes.
No, the princess wouldn't leave us. She wouldn't desert us. Not
Oh,
the princess.
that bitch would have gone willingly. More than willingly.
Who are you?
You want my advice?
No.
We were put on this earth to help other people. We would all be a lot happier if we knew that. Shame it's too late.
I see.
Do you?
Thank you for the help.
Listen, I know you're upset.
Do it! Do it!
Oh, please. If you really want to die, just keep walking till you run out of ground. Be a lot swifter and a lot less messy for me. And who knows? Now that everything's gone, anything could happen. You could flap your arms and fly off like a bird.
Why did you do this to me?
Sorry?
Why did you Why did you have to do this?
I don't have to tell you that. I don't have
Please!
to tell you anything. Call it retribution. For what you did to your own brother. For what you would have done to me if I hadn't.
You? No, I wasn't gonna.
Of course you wouldn't.
Why did you have to do this?
Because you need me. Just like I still need you. That place in the forest that your brother went, tell me where it is.
What's the fucking point? You know, I used to wonder, whose design are we breaking our backs and for what? For this? I want. I need so much for his pain. My brother's, what he went through. I need it to mean something, screaming out every night into the dark like an animal. It's got to be for something. It was all too great to not be for something, to not matter. It's got to matter. This has to matter.
Of course it does.
I'll never tell you where it is.
Oh.
If it even exists.
What do you mean?
Who's to say his stories weren't just that? Stories! After all, he was the only one that saw them.
Is that what you really think? That it was all just stories? Why did you do it? What did they offer you?
Nothing. It is for us. For all of our good. Going off so far from the city could only bring about terrible things, and see for yourself what it brought.
You really don't think that?
I would have given my life.
Why would you give so much of yourself to something that would give you nothing? At all, it's done. It's over. I've had enough words. Enough talking. I just want to take this all in. I've been up all night. Why am I not tired? I should be tired.
I'm tired.
I feel like running.
They're all gone. There's nothing left. It's all gone. They're all gone.
Aren't we lucky? The place your brother found. Those people. We have to find it, don't we? What is there left for us to do? Trying to kill each other?
You don't know where it is.
So tell me, show me where it is.
I can't.
Why not?
Because, lady, you took my fucking eyes!
Why do you think I left you with your tongue? Oh, I miss that. Lady, your grace. What's your name? I still don't have your name.
Daniel.
Good to know you, Daniel.
Yeah, if you say so. So the sun coming?
Yes.
I can feel it. You know, in all the times I came here, I never stayed for the sunrise. Never thought to.
There's nothing moving down there. It's so still. It's like the light has frozen it. Even the smoke is just sitting there. It's quite pretty, actually.
Your family are under there.
No family. Not for me. Well, not the ones that brought me into this world anyway. And the woman that raised us is long dead.
Where did you grow up?
In the West. I was taken in.
The orphan house by the wall of ivy.
Wisteria. Auntie's house. Bless that lady. She deserved better than this place. The king and queen will pass by us on their way out of the city. Auntie will have us tend to the plants to keep it looking nice, just in case they grace us with a glance.
On the way to the north gate, yes.
The princess would take the carriage out with her family to the woods to hunt. She enjoyed it, the hunting. She hated the carriage rides to and from. Staring out the window through her veil, everyone she passed with their faces to the ground. There was a smell. She hated how it smelt down here with us. The other girls that Auntie were taking, I used to do their hair for them. Especially the young ones. Some of the boys when I could catch them. I was good at it. It cost nothing. Something to make them smile. I would weave in flowers on occasion. One day, on carriage rides, it caught the young princess's eye. All of us, heads down, hair up. So pretty. It stuck out from the rest of the film. Her father found out who was responsible and had me brought to her. As a gift. I used to sit with the princess in the tower. I would come most days as requested. Guards would let me into the keep and I'll do her hair for her. Plaits, tails, whatever she asked for. And she would talk to me. At me. Her mother hated all of it, of course, hated me. I wasn't to speak back, one of her conditions. They were all so miserable, all of them. Still escapes me why. And the view from that tower, it used to mesmerize me. One thing I noticed is that they never really peered over the edge. None of them. They contented themselves with seeing the sky, the pretty sunsets. Never what was down below. When I was done with her fucking pigtails, I would dangle out the window and see everything sprawled out beneath. The princess would find it funny though, the way I couldn't stop looking down. Why do you always want to see it? You spend the rest of your life down there. You should be thankful for a respite. And I wasn't to reply, to explain that. I wasn't to tell anyone about the visits either. Another condition. And I didn't. Until now. Wouldn't have been safe. And no one would probably believe me. I kept going. It was exciting. And I didn't know what would happen to me if I'd stopped going. Not that I ever wanted it to stop. And then, she must have figured out how to do it herself. Or one of the servants did. I bet the queen had the learning. Or maybe the princess just didn't want me around anymore. Bored of me, didn't like the smell. I mean, it could have been something I said, could it? One day, the guards wouldn't let me pass, and that was it. Never saw her again. I missed her for a time. For a time. Till I hated her. Always missed the view from that tower. And if it was all going to end tonight, why not get one last look? You know, she used to pick her nose and eat it. We were little back then, but I knew better than her by that age. I would be standing there, stomach grumbling, and she would go and do that. And I'll think to myself, aren't I the starving one? And I thought, I am the starving one. I cannot imagine what that must have been like with your brother. You really couldn't see what he was hoping to do.
The shame he brought.
Shame, not shame, hope.
How can you say that? How can you? I saw what he went through, brought upon himself, lived with it. How does not look like that?
It does when you try to crush it. You still remember his stories.
Of course I did. I still remember his face when he woke me. He told me that he'd been walking for days, that he'd forgotten just how long it had been. And then that glade out in the woods. So far out in that woods and so alone, and yet the people he saw, he said they felt like family. That it felt like coming home. And that they recognized him. They called out to him. It wasn't with his name, it was something else, but he recognized it. He said they called him by a name he didn't know he had. And he felt a joy he did not know was possible to feel. And his eyes, as he told me about all of this,
There's nothing left to lose. Over here. Come on.
No, like this.
Yes, like this.
I can't see where I'm going.
How then?
Just let me.
No, not like that.
You're gonna have to trust me.
That's not gonna happen.
What, just walk?